Yes. We're back, baby.
CY at Nite. Happy January. Happy 22. We're back, people.
Happy 22. You abbreviate.
2022.
Happy 2022.
Yeah.
Was anybody here? We got a live audience tonight. We're super excited. We got some new faces.
Yep.
Was anybody here in December for Christmas?
December's one.
Was anybody here for December's Christmas
That
edition?
was a big one.
Yeah, if you haven't seen
massive.
it, it's on
Yeah.
YouTube. But shout out, wasn't that on December 23rd?
December 22nd.
22nd.
Yep.
Days before Christmas, our live audience.
They were locked in.
Showed up.
They were committed.
Committed.
They're repping.
This is a good time.
Yeah, it's time to commit.
We also have Shanequa with us again.
Shanequa,
as usual
our
tonight.
favorite.
I know. I said that like a sigh. I was like, we also have Shanequa
she
again.
It's really not. It's really not
Yeah.
Shanequa's here. It's more like it's really Shanequa's show, and we're just here.
I like that
right.
you said
You know,
that.
yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Like,
Yeah.
it's Shanequa and the boys.
You guys could go
Yeah,
home
Shanequa
now.
and the boys. I mean, if you've seen the graphic for this, then you know,
Right.
you know, Shanequa, you're front and center.
Yeah.
I'm just
You're
mad
the
you didn't
leader
give
of the
me
pack.
gold
Prime
earrings
time.
and that. They're
That's
missing
right.
the gold earrings. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, the gold chain
We could throw it to the
building.
live audience. They have a hot mic, so they can say literally anything they want. How's the new
Anything.
year so far? Just
Yeah.
anything memorable, anything that stands out. New year. Come on, people.
Come on, y'all.
Nothing. It's
We're
been
27 days in. How's the new year going?
Yeah, so my besties Marcy and Bella, we came into the new year,
Fam.
Quarantining,
Mahal can tell.
Yep.
staying positive for COVID, but
Yeah.
staying and testing positive for COVID. Yeah,
Yeah, but not right now.
But not right now. Be clear.
Yeah.
That
No,
was,
no, no,
you're
no,
clear.
no, no, no.
was 3
Hey, let's
weeks
give
ago.
it up one time for antibodies. Am I right?
Antibodies.
We love some antibodies. That's
They
right.
made it.
Antibodies
Praise God.
are hot right now.
So great start to the year. Who else? Anybody who has a New Year's resolution?
Yeah.
Does anyone have a New Year's resolution that you're really committed to right now?
I've seen a lot of head shaking, and I'm disappointed by the lack
Yeah.
of goal setting.
Yeah, no
by Gen
commitment.
Z.
No commitment in this.
Yeah,
this
you know what? You
crew
can't
right now.
lose out on a resolution if you never start one. You know
That
what I
is
mean?
true. That's
my
Playing it
mentality.
conservative. Any New
You're
Year's
not a
resolutions?
loser if you don't
Any?
try.
Come on, Preston. You're
Any-
pretty dedicated,
how about,
bro.
How, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So
Okay,
I
so-
am been trying to reading a lot more because I just didn't read any books that I didn't have to read for a while, and I've already read 3 books. So
Name 'em
Good
right
for
now.
you.
What books? What books have you read?
For one, the Bible.
Harry Potter.
Purpose-driven life.
Harry Potter 1, 2, and 3.
Genesis,
Awesome.
Exodus.
All right, we got
Wow.
some book reading. Shaniqua, how about you?
Yeah.
How's the new year looking? You got
I
any
have not
resolutions?
Been reading books at all.
But you have been. What have you been doing?
What have I been
Yeah,
doing?
What
come
have
on.
you
Let's
been doing?
Since the New Year? I feel like that was a trick question.
Aren't you part of the 75?
Hard.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
discipline thing. Yeah. So I've been working out.
Hey,
I
me too. So that's my New Year's
Yeah.
resolution. I don't know
Yeah.
about
Working
y'all.
out.
I don't know about y'all, but 2020 leading into 2021,
Yeah.
if there was any hint of being healthy, exercising, eating well, the last year and a half completely ruined that. So I am in a little workout New Year's resolution
I like
right
that.
now, which is
Nice.
awesome.
We don't
Yeah,
work out
great.
together.
Yeah.
We don't.
No, we don't. None of us. No,
Do
we
you?
never worked out.
Nobody
I
does.
know.
Trevor-
Do y'all wear shorts?
I'm wearing
you work out?
I do.
Oh, yeah.
Shorts or pants.
Yeah.
One or the
When
other.
you work
To the
out?
Gym. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Don't know why that was the big topic, but okay.
I just wanted to know.
Yeah, I
Trevor-
go to the gym.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, about once every 5 days.
Okay. What's your New Year's resolution right now?
I don't believe in New Year's resolutions.
Really?
I see. Okay, America's going this way. Pop culture's going this way. I'm gonna go the other way.
Yeah, well, I don't
Wow.
believe in Valentine's Day, so next month is going to be really fun for the both of us. Well, hey, we're excited. If you're joining us online, maybe your first time, but welcome to CY at Night. We have a lot of fun stuff planned for tonight. We're going to be talking about some fun stuff, even talking about some questions you guys submitted. We have a guest here who we're going to interview tonight and play some games with. We even have a game our live audience is going to play, so it's going to be a super fun night. But do me a favor, if you haven't already, maybe you're new, subscribe. If you would, share the stream, just get it out, because a lot of people, aren't exactly the most timely, and so they may not even know we're live right now.
They forgot,
But
actually.
you could help us out. So subscribe, hit the little bell so you can get notified when we go live. And yeah, I mean, we got social media, we got Instagram, we got
Also,
TikTok.
Best way to stay connected.
15K followers, no big deal.
No biggie,
Wow.
just a little,
Whatever.
just something light,
Humble brag right
Humble
there.
brag, a little flex on y'all. But seriously, stay connected. Follow us on Instagram. There's so much fun content on there.
That's
so
right.
much good content.
That's right.
But that's how you stay updated with what's
Yeah,
going on.
I don't know if anybody else here saw, but Kanye West posted about Central Youth today.
Yeah,
Pretty
it was
wild.
wild.
He was, yeah,
It was
blew
wild.
my mind. You'll have to go to our Instagram, to our story to see exactly what he posted.
I don't even follow Kanye, but I had to once he.
Yeah, but once he posted about CY, it was pretty unbelievable.
I'm honest.
With being in the new year,
Yep.
I don't know about you guys, 2020, so long.
You know,
News headlines all the
Decades
time.
ago, right.
Just news headlines all the time.
Yep.
2021, we're like, hey, new year, new me, new news. It's gonna be
yeah, that's what we said.
it's gonna be so much better,
Yeah.
right? It's gonna be way better headlines. It wasn't that much
Yeah.
better.
When does the news have good headlines?
That's right. And
Right.
so,
That's a
but
word.
but we
That's a-
like to stay up to date, and so we thought we'd kick off tonight.
Okay.
Our team pulled together just a few random headlines that have happened since we all gathered last. And we're just gonna kind of see what's going on
In the news. Yeah.
Just gonna kind of see what's going on in the news.
I don't
'cause-
That's
really read
scary.
the news. I don't watch the news, so I'm excited. These will all be new to me.
yeah,
New
well,
news.
I think it's gonna be fresh for all of us
Okay,
because
great.
I know even for myself, like I'm so busy in the new year, like head down. Okay, we got to get grinded. That I don't even know what's going on.
I have zero clue.
So we just asked our team, hey, could you bring us up to date with some news headlines?
How's the stock
So we're gonna take a peek at a few
Okay.
and just see what's going on. So I think we have our first one.
Here we go.
Here, and I'll read it out.
Okay, please.
So this one in the news this month: new pictures of monkeys. Of the monkeys, police and game commission are trying to round up after a crash involving a truck. They were in this afternoon. So 100 monkeys.
In Danville, PA. Danville, Phineas and Ferb.
So
Got it.
dumb.
All right.
But I guess if I'm understanding this correctly, there were at one point 100 monkeys loose in PA, and 4 are still loose as of the post of this. So if you live in Danville, PA, do we have any Danville, PA watchers tonight? If you could
Danville,
update
please.
us.
Yeah.
I did see an alternate headline of this. It was 100 monkeys loose, Summerlin students on their way to CY Nights.
It's not a real.
Yeah, I think that was a different post.
Yeah, it was
I don't
different,
read much of the
You don't
news,
read it all,
but,
actually.
No, I don't.
Okay.
So I don't know if I guess the monkeys were found. I don't know if they were ever
I
found,
would
but
love to be in Danville, PA, and get a pet monkey.
Yeah.
You know, you just check
Yeah.
in your backyard, and you're like, cool.
I don't know what
Do
I
they
would
have
on
rabies?
You know what? That could be a
Man,
concerning thing.
biology, right?
Yeah.
I
Don't think it's biology. But all right.
I don't know what I would do if I walked out into if you walked out into your backyard, just close your eyes, picture it, and there's a monkey.
Can you see it?
You're in Las Vegas, Nevada, and there's a monkey in your backyard. If you're in Las Vegas, it's gonna be
I'm
one of
taking-
two things. It's gonna be a monkey or it's gonna be a tiger.
Yeah.
And Mike Tyson
Is
left the gate open last
Said
night.
enough of this, man.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
we
not
got
out
some
of
more
it.
news headlines.
Okay.
We got some more
What do we
news
got?
headlines coming up here shortly. Love
News.
staying up to date.
The news. Here we
Okay,
go.
firing upheld for police officer who played Pokemon Go instead of responding to a robbery.
Pokemon Go is still a
Can we get a little poll from the student audience? Does anybody here play Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Go is still fresh.
Okay.
Still hot. Still
Let-
hot in the streets.
Currently, can we get a little update from you guys, because I haven't played Pokemon Go except for the 2 days right when it came out, so I didn't even know people still played this, let alone police officers.
Preston and Eber are searching right now for Pokemon.
Yeah, I guess they're playing
like, what are
Pokemon Go
Pokemon?
right now. Actually,
Oh, wow.
Gym right here.
That's how
There's a
fresh
gym.
it
Okay.
is.
There's a gym
They're
in the church.
going. They're
Right
playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a gym in the church.
is there?
Yeah, there
There
is.
was a
I
what
don't
in
know
the
what that
church?
means.
There's a what?
A gym.
A gym.
You know what? Maybe when I asked
there
if
is
we
a
could get a real gym, that's why
That's
they
what
said no.
No, bro.
They're like, we already got a
We've
gym.
been playing Pokemon
It's
Go.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
What is your what's your strongest Pokemon in Pokemon Go?
Oh wait, hold up, I got you.
Pikachu.
Charizard.
Bro, you don't know off the top?
Squirtle.
Mine is a shiny Groudon.
Squirtle.
Okay. Yeah, if you're in the chat, drop your strongest Pokemon, because I'm gonna have to go back later
I don't
and
even know
learn a
Pokemon
lot,
are.
learn a lot about this.
Dragonite?
Yeah.
I grew up playing Pokemon on
Yeah, I was too busy grinding on the sports
Game Boy SP,
Oh, okay.
like Emerald
Yeah.
version. That's
Yeah,
all I
was-
remember.
I was grinding. I
Yeah,
had
he
no
was
time.
grinding, playing
Grinding
baseball.
what? You were probably like
I was playing baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, when I was 7. So
Yeah,
I know
that's
time
right.
for these foolish kid games.
You were a grown man at
Grown
7, man.
I don't really know what to make of that article. I guess I'll just say, if you find yourself in law enforcement,
You'd better
keep
respond to
Pokemon
what
Go
they're
off
asking you to do. Yeah.
till you check out.
Just turn off your phone, I guess.
That's it. Okay,
Okay.
we got one more here, I think.
That was funny.
and we're going to throw it up. Staying up to date in the news. Kids in cars, today's teens in no rush to start driving. I actually read this article. This is not the first time I've seen this article.
You took time to read this one, huh?
I did see this. And actually, I have a question for our live audience. So the gist of this article is talking about how student drivers today have dropped from 80% in the 90s to like the low 60s right now. It's basically saying less of you want to get your driver's license.
What's up with that?
So first, before we respond, I'd like a poll. Who is old enough to drive? Okay.
Majority.
Now keep your hand up if you have your driver's license. Okay.
Boo,
now
boo.
keep your hand up if you do not have your driver's license. You do not. Okay, great. That's who I want to talk to right here. That was the worst
That was
way
a
I could have
struggle.
phrased that.
Yeah, I was like, do I raise my hand?
What's the most
I don't know.
confusing thing? To
Okay,
ask?
if you did not have your driver's license and you're old enough, let's hear from you. What's the deal with you guys not wanting to drive? What's happening?
I want to drive.
Okay, you do.
I failed. Yeah. I failed my permit
How did
test,
you-
and it's from there. It's just been
How bad did you fail?
the last question. It
Oh,
wasn't-
a single question?
Wow. Oh, that's really sad.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, you were close.
Yeah.
All
Do,
right.
do you have current plans to retake the test?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's locked
Does
in.
anybody
The
here
date's
not
set.
have their driver's license and not really care to get their driver's license? Man, we got the minority of America in here.
Okay,
apparently.
great. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is the real America. I
Well,
think.
it's in.
Huh.
Well, if the stat
Boom.
is true, I don't know if it's true. This could be a
Yeah.
factor cap situation. Less Gen Z cares about getting their driver's license.
I mean, they
That's
have
'cause
Uber
Gen
and
Z,
Lyft right now.
Gen Z's so dialed in to making money on TikTok. They have no time to drive.
don't
One
have to
thing,
do it.
one thing,
What's up?
because I just saw it. If you look on this news article,
Yeah.
this is in the NASCAR section of whatever news. This article is not about NASCAR,
NASCAR
drivers.
is so irrelevant that they had to write not about NASCAR.
NASCAR is
But about-
tracking how much Gen Z is.
What does NASCAR stand for?
Is
Ready,
driving.
go. National,
National
American
Advertisement of
Nope.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Nope.
Original. Or that's an A.
Yep. All right, there it is.
I
I don't,
can't
knows
read.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel 0% more up to date than I was before reading those articles in 2022.
I
but
could do without them, but that was entertaining. So
one thing that is going on right now, whether you're a sports fan or not, you probably
Yeah.
know it is the NFL playoffs right now. Anybody have a team in the playoffs?
Yes.
Go Rams.
Amen,
Go Rams.
brother.
In the chat, drop your team, who you're going for in the playoffs.
Go Rams.
Do we have any finals predictions? Who's going to the Super Bowl?
Rams.
Who's going to the Super Bowl?
More Rams.
Let's hear it here, and then I see Christian in the back. He's got some input here.
So I got Joe Shiesty and the Cincinnati Bums versus Matthew Stafford and the
That's
Los
right.
Angeles Sheep.
Yep. Okay. LA and
That was
Bengals.
a fresh take right
That's
there,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Same
Teasels.
thing.
Let's hear it.
Rams versus Bengals.
And who's taking it?
Easily LA. Come on.
Easily
LA.
LA for life.
Thank you.
LA
Well,
for life.
Rams.
If you're watching and you don't live in Las Vegas, we do have an NFL team here.
We do.
Thank the Lord for somebody to fight for, root for, whatever.
Yeah.
But the Raiders are not in the playoffs, unfortunately.
You know, God.
Wow,
man, I
that
rooting
was
for
a
him.
surprising.
I was rooting for him. Let me tell
turn.
you, I really was actually. My dad's a Raiders fan, so.
But-
the Raiders group.
The Raiders are not in the playoffs.
But you know who?
But you know
is?
who's going to be at Central Church on February
who is?
26th, 2027?
You know who is?
Do you like that
Can
transition?
somebody give it up for
Derek
Carr?
Is he here?
What a transition. It couldn't be done.
DC himself
Wow.
Derek
coming.
Carr is coming to
to
Central
Central.
February 26th
2-6.
and 2-7.
2-7.
2-7.
Both days, not just one day. 'cause
Saturday.
He's that big of a deal.
You guys said
Derek
that
Carr
like
is
he
going to
was
be here at the
Now.
end of this coming month.
Yeah.
On the weekend. And if you attend Henderson specifically, or
Yep.
even a location,
Even a location.
the current plan is for students to be in the service to get to
Go
see Derek Carr,
live and in flesh. You
So-
ain't got to watch him with a helmet on
Yeah.
because he ain't playing football. He's teaching the word of
You know
God.
what he's doing now? He's preaching.
He's preaching.
He said, I'm done with football.
I got enough of
Until
this.
next season.
I
But for
lost.
now, I'm preaching.
But in Christ I am found.
That's right.
All right.
Derek Carr is going to be here on February 26th and 27th.
excited.
Derek Carr is an amazing guy. And he's not
He's
just
great.
showing up to like,
Great with kids.
hey, what's your favorite color?
Right.
Hey, when did you get your driver's license? Did you know? He's here. He's actually going to be preaching. doing the whole thing, talking about his story. It's going to be an incredible time.
He's a great guy. He's a great teacher. He
Do you
really
know him?
is. Do I know him?
Yeah.
No, I've heard of him.
Yeah.
I've watched
Oh,
some
okay.
interviews.
I've heard
on-
good things
I've heard
Okay.
some great things
about his
Yeah.
football playing and also about
Yeah.
his preaching.
You know, I've watched some videos on Instagram. You
He's
know,
not in the
Have you seen
playoffs,
him live?
but I've heard good
I
things.
haven't seen him live.
You sure?
I seen him live. I haven't seen him live.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have seen him live.
You should have.
I should have.
You didn't go?
Derek Carr is coming February
Yeah, yeah,
26th.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
27th. Be there.
It's going to be a good time. And if you don't live in Las Vegas, totally okay, because just like
Watch.
you're watching CY at night right now, or maybe you're watching a replay of it, you can go online, you can see the full experience.
all of our
It's
experiences.
going to be
Yeah.
super awesome.
Can't wait for that. Very excited. Very excited. I love me some Derek Carr.
Right now, we're going to
Yeah.
play a game.
I like games. Who know who plays games? Derek Carr.
Derek Carr plays games.
Derek Carr.
What did we play? Oh, bro, last month. Yeah. Shanequa. It's a fresh air over here, dude.
You're like dopey a little bit, you know?
Dopey?
We're dopey.
Yeah, is that
Like
the right
Hey,
word?
you know what?
The Seven
Derpy?
Dwarfs. Derpy?
Derpy?
Derpy or
Derpy's like
dopey?
2010, like, you know, Danielle Bellini.
That's right. We'll talk about that later. You probably don't even know who Danielle Bellini is. That's
You
okay.
will
You'll
soon.
find out
Watch.
very soon.
Anyway.
We're going to play a game right now. And this game idea came to us because we saw a little TikTok video that got passed along our way, which let's just put it in the record now. If you're watching and you're like, hey, they need to see this TikTok video, they need to hop on this trend,
Yeah.
you can always send it to us because we're playing a game
Please
right
do,
now
based on this
because of it.
Yeah. Thank
Um,
you, TikTok. Thank you, Derek Carr.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little fact or cap because there is a
Define cap.
conspiracy theory currently making its way through TikTok right now. And rather than tell you, we're actually just going to cue it on the side here so we can all watch. We're going to get up to date and then we are going to prove or disprove this
Everybody
theory
has that one conspiracy
live.
theory that they know is true, and mine is that Dr. Pepper is a combination of cola and root beer. So Dr. Pepper was invented in 1885 by Charles Pemberton.
I don't know if
Morrison's
you can
Old
hear
Corner
him.
Drugstore in Waco, Texas. They say Charles Alderton, while he was working at the pharmacy, had a passion for combining
it
different
sounds
sodas
great.
together.
I
So how
will
does Dr.
talk
Pepper
for
get
him
to
as this video
My
plays.
theory is that there's roughly 12
Here's the
different
theory
types
that
of
we're going to
aromatics
prove or
inside root
disprove
beer,
right
and
now.
Probably 11 of
The
those inside
theory
Coke,
is
and
that
all
so the
Alderton
guy
flavors
who
combine those two
created
together, and if
Dr.
you do not
Pepper
believe me,
was
take 2 parts
known
Coke, 1 part
for
root beer,
making
drink
new
it, and tell
drinks
me that
by
isn't Dr.
combining
Pepper.
other drinks. He was famous for this.
This is what I did in my childhood. I don't really know what
That's
he's
right.
doing.
You probably
Yeah.
learned this in
Yeah.
school. Honestly,
Right.
this
Yeah.
is like this is elementary for you. But the guy who created Dr. Pepper was famous for making drinks by
Yep.
combining stuff. And so the rumor right now that no one can prove or disprove until tonight,
So right now, in this moment.
till tonight,
That's what you do at
is
CY
that
night.
Dr. Pepper is nothing more than a careful combination of Coke and
No,
root
dude,
beer.
don't do this to my Dr. Pepper, bro.
That's right. That's right. And we have a live
love me
audience
some
tonight who's
DP.
going to help us with this.
Okay. This live audience is locked in. They
Pull
know
out
what's
those
up.
blue solo
They
cups.
know
That's
what's
right.
up.
So we had to play with the mixture just a little bit to get a little close.
Yep.
But the theory is that Dr. Paper.
Dr. Paper. Dr. Paper would be
You'll see
terrible.
why
All
I
right.
mix those up. Dr. Pepper has how many flavors?
23. is what you're all
23
supposed to say.
flavors.
All right.
Come on, read the bottle, people. And so the theory is that that number 23 is from however many flavors are in Coke
Right.
and however many flavors are in root beer.
I think it gets a little wishy-washy because no one actually knows the actual flavors. But okay,
Yeah.
I get it. It's a conspiracy.
But you can look maybe nutmeg, maybe
What
some
nut-
cinnamon. I don't
Oh,
know.
they add
In
that
the
to
23 flavors. There's 23 of something.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's,
All right, so
there's a lot
23
of
flavors. I like.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to our live audience
Yep.
because they all have a solo cup right now, and half of these cups are filled with Dr. Pepper,
With
and
actual
half of
Dr.
these cups are filled with a combination of root beer and Coke, and they don't know which one they have. So if you guys would, they've been waiting patiently. Take some sips, move it around. You know, your tongue. Let the air
swash it.
pass through your nasal cavity. Really let it.
What do you smell?
Really let it sit. Yeah.
What do you
Try to
feel?
identify the 23 flavors.
Yeah. Name all 23 right now.
Name all 23. No, oh, hey, no switching. You cannot AB.
Whoa.
Cheater,
Switch
cheater,
on back.
pumpkin
Switch
eater,
on back.
switch it back.
Did you already switch? Okay.
Okay. Well.
No
never
switching.
mind. No.
Okay. Do we have any takers? Who would like to go first?
All right.
Let's go. Let's go. It's behind the camera. I can't see. But bottom left. Kendra. I can't see you.
Kendra's hosting with me in CY this week. Kendra, what do you got?
Okay, so I like Dr. Pepper, right? Had it earlier today. This is not Dr. Pepper.
Wow.
It tastes
Okay.
disgusting.
Oh, it tastes disgusting.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
turns
dude.
out
I
there's
will
a-
also neither confirm nor deny if what we served you was expired or not. So it could just be really old Dr. Pepper. I'm not saying it is expired. I'm just saying it could be.
It could be.
It could be.
Smith's could
Anybody
be lying
else?
to
Can
us.
we just get some opinions? What are you tasting like in
Maddie,
difference in
yeah.
flavor profiles?
Yeah.
What's really sticking out
Describe
to
to
you
us your
here?
experience.
Mine's definitely just Dr. Pepper.
Wow, confidence.
And how do you know that?
But what if the
Because
mixture?
I really like Dr. Pepper.
But what if the mixture was so good? Wouldn't it be
Perfectly
exactly
mixed.
Dr. Pepper?
We threw
Okay.
nutmeg and cinnamon in there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Go ahead and pass
Any
it to
other
Laura
takers?
up there.
Laura Dora Woods.
Let's hear it, Laura. What do you got?
This tastes a lot like Dr. Pepper.
It tastes a little bit or a lot?
Like a little bit.
Okay.
Like
You guys
not
have
a
Dr.
lot.
Pepper in Australia?
Can we pop back to somebody else who does not think they have Dr. Pepper? I'd like to ask. Okay, right
Preston.
down front.
Preston, Liberty's own, Liberty's finest.
Talk to me
Preston.
about what are you pulling out? What are you
so-
identifying?
Dr. Pepper has like a Dr. Pepper taste, and this just tastes like no way. Bad. It's just
Dropping
it doesn't taste like
bombs.
it. It just doesn't taste like it.
Dude.
Yeah, it tastes like root beer and Coke.
Yeah.
Well,
But
you
like
know.
like I feel like I can separate them.
You feel like you can separate
But
them?
like-
Okay. Well,
Okay.
that's descriptive.
That was better than when you first started.
Yes.
Whereas
It just
said
I was
Dr. Pepper
slightly
had a Dr.
concerned about
Pepper
your
taste.
English grade when you first said that first sentence. Okay.
Oh, man.
Anybody else?
Thank you,
We could
Preston.
pop back to Kendra too. Kendra, you were confident. You spoke first.
Kendra's pretty upset at this. She wants
Just
Dr.
tell me, what are you tasting? What's standing out that's making this
Coca-Cola.
not
It
Dr.
tastes
Pepper?
like Coca-Cola. Not even root beer, just Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Okay.
And
All
you-
right.
Christian,
Did you forget the mix?
Christian, can I hear your thoughts, please? Christian, what do you?
You
Yeah.
mixed them?
What do you? What would you say you're experiencing right now in your life?
I've tasted a lot of sodas in my time.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
Right.
Maybe even thousands. I don't know. I haven't keep track.
Of types of soda or just of like individual sodas thousands of times?
Individual sodas, thousands of
Okay.
times.
So
So
your
I think
palate's,
I could be labeled as a soda connoisseur.
so your palate's not very wide, but it is deep.
And I believe I am tasting Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
I would put money on it.
Okay. Well, here's the
put
thing.
money
We're going to reveal who has what here in a second. But
Okay.
what I will say is if you do have Dr. Pepper, you should have been the most confused, right? Because if it tastes like Dr. Pepper, it could be Dr. Pepper, but the theory is that the mixture is perfect. Right?
Oh, this
Okay.
is getting
Wow, that's
fun.
nuts.
Isn't that deep?
Wow.
That's deep, bro.
That's a
I'm
message.
so excited.
That's a
Okay,
word.
let's go back to our live audience here. You all have a cup, and half of you have a star on your cup.
Star.
If you have a star on your cup,
Yep.
you have regular old Dr. Pepper. Okay?
Let's go.
Well done.
Whoa.
Christian, you were right. Soda
I was
connoisseur.
correct.
Okay, great.
Wasn't even a doubt.
Yeah.
Wasn't even a doubt in his
Locked
mind.
in. Locked. Dunzo AP. Locked in.
Wasn't a doubt in his mind. If you're watching online, sorry we couldn't get you a cup to try this.
Go ahead and.
I don't know about you
Get your
guys. Shanequa, you didn't get to try it either.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I
you're a
gave
soda
up
fan.
soda.
Oh, no,
yeah,
my bad.
For 75 days.
You did.
But I am a
Amazing.
Dr. Pepper fan.
Yeah.
Through
I
and
know
through.
this.
Through and
I'm
through.
you know
If
this.
there's Dr. Pepper left over at my house, I hide it before Shanequa gets there.
You
I need it. I need it.
ShanequaBetter.com.
Shanequa comes with straws, dude. She's
I'm ready. I don't even drink it out of a cup.
Well, if you're at home, you'll have to try this yourself.
Yeah.
I think today, though, we can confidently say
Dr.
this is going to
Pepper
be a
is
cap.
Dr. Pepper. Yeah, it's a cap.
It's maybe there's a
TikTok
little.
is baiting you. Get out of here.
That's right. There's
Enough of that.
maybe there's a finesse to the mixture, but
Maybe there's some nutmeg and cinnamon in there that we're missing. I don't know.
that's right.
I want to know the 23 flavors. Somebody tell me the 23 flavors.
Somebody-
Hot sauce.
Somebody, please.
You can't Google it, but
Christian Teasley, Soda Concierge, please give me 23 flavors.
that's right. We'll
Thank
talk
you.
to Christian after this. Before we move on, because we do have some other fun stuff,
much.
we have something so fun. If you think CY Night's
Sure,
fun, so fun.
Sure.
Literally, what's today? Thursday?
Today's Thursday, bro.
And it's almost even midnight. We're like 4 or 5 hours out from midnight.
You made me so nervous.
It's basically
What?
nighttime. We're there. We're there.
I got nervous.
I mean,
like,
in the
really?
grand scheme of 24 hours, we're pretty close to midnight.
Wow.
He's reaching.
In other
He's
words,
reaching.
we are almost 5 days away from CY Nights
1,
on
2,
2,
3, 4,
22. Trevor, talk to us about CY Nights.
2222. Let me tell you something real quick, guys. This will be the biggest and best CY Nights. Now I know we've said that every time, but let me tell you right now, we've never, ever given away Justin Bieber and Shawn Mendes tickets.
Free
in one
Chick-fil-A.
night. Free Chick-fil-A.
Free
Whoops.
crumble cookie.
Whoops.
Dropping some merch.
Whoops.
Did somebody say a bunch of DJs in an after party?
What?
Are we going to do some worship somewhere there in the middle?
What?
Whoops. Is Jordan Schaaf coming and dropping a fire word on
What?
Wednesday night? That's right. This is a CY Nights. You do not
Well,
want to
you
miss.
even miss. We got a zip line. We have a zip line.
What the heck? We have a zip line.
Who does that? We
Wow.
do. Whoops.
When's the last time you were on a zip?
Last time I was in a zip line,
There's a
Cancun.
zip line.
Cancun, Mexico.
What
do
were
you
you
mean,
doing
how?
in Cancun?
No, in a safe way, in a safe fashion. But we have a zip line.
Yes. There will be a zip line. It's going to be an incredible time.
I'm so excited.
Like Trevor said, we're giving away a few different things, but here's the stipulation. If you can come in person,
Yep.
you want to come in a group of three.
Three.
And you want those two friends to be brand new. Okay?
2 plus 2.
On 2,
Wow.
22.
Okay? So bring 2 new friends, and if you do, you're going to be entered into the raffle where we are giving away 8 tickets in total.
8.
4 to Justin Bieber.
Whoops.
On February 20th, literally less than a
Really
month
coming
from now.
up. JB's coming to town.
And Shawn Mendes, okay? Giving them away. It's not Christmas anymore. We're going to clip that.
all right.
2222.
22.
Don't miss it.
Come through.
Are you
Kanye
guys Justin
posted about
Bieber
it.
fans? at
I'm a
all?
huge Justin Bieber and Shawn Mendes fan. I watched Shawn Mendes documentary.
Yeah. Wow.
I love Justin Bieber. I watch all his stuff. Yeah.
Let's
Wow.
not even get to my Spotify Wrapped. Okay?
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm
And he
Okay.
bleached his
Don't
hair
even-
because he loves Justin Bieber that much. Like, that's where we're at.
That's a cap right there,
Okay,
but
whatever.
it's
Wow.
for the point of this, yes.
All right, anyway.
Don't miss it. 5 days away, next Wednesday. And here's the thing. If you're watching and you don't live in Vegas, that's totally okay. You
Watch
can
online.
watch it
Watch
online. You
Yep.
don't want to miss it. Either way, it's going to be a good time.
I can't wait. 22. JB's coming to town.
If you have no idea what we're talking about, we're going to show you a little video right now for next week. Let's check that out. Does that not look amazing? It's going to be a good time.
Amazing.
You want to be there. Well, Shanequa, we're back, and we have another guest
Oh,
with
I
us.
thought it was Trevor. What do you mean? I thought I was pretending.
We're back, and we have a guest with us this evening that we're going to talk to. We're going to get to know a little better. And you know her better than I know her, even.
Yes, I do.
Why don't you give us a little... They haven't seen who it is yet, so
Oh,
just
yeah.
give like a little... What's the game? Who? What's the game where you got to like flip down the heads?
Guess who?
Guess who? Let's
Yeah.
play a little guess who. Just intro who we're talking about today. Talking with.
So this girl, I love her. Okay, so she has blonde hair. She's tall.
Okay?
She's hardworking.
Okay?
She's not single.
Sounds like a dating app bio, but she is taken.
She is taken. Her name is Danielle Bellini, and
That's
she
right.
is amazing. Marketing, communicating, like extraordinaire.
Let's give it up for Danny B one time.
Danny B.
Wow, what an intro.
Welcome.
What an intro.
Welcome, Danielle. Danielle, we do this little segment every time called Unsung Heroes, where we like to bring people on who are not used to being on the platform. They do all their work in the background. They don't usually get under the spotlight. They don't usually pick up a mic. And tonight, that's you. So welcome on the show.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm excited and terrified because I don't trust you guys.
That's right.
You shouldn't.
And you shouldn't. That's wise. That's wise right there. Well, Danny, we wanted to get to know you really quickly in a short amount of time since we don't have all night, unfortunately. And so we thought we'd play a little quick game. We got 3 rounds of 2 truths and a lie that you sent over to us. And I do not know the answers to this.
Yeah, no, I
I
don't.
don't know the answers. Live audience doesn't know the answers. So we're going to play 2 truths and a lie with Danny B tonight. Live audience, you're going to help us out. And we'll get right in because we're going to get to know some things about Danielle Bellini that you may not have known before you started watching. Let's get right into round 1. I had a bubble in my throat.
I got a bubble in my throat.
Let's throw up round 1. We got 2 truths and a lie. And here is the first round. Actually, I think this would be better in Danny's voice. Can you go ahead
Yeah.
and read off your 2
Absolutely.
truths and a lie?
Number 1, I've crashed a wedding.
Easy.
Don't know what that is. You go to a wedding that you weren't invited to. Number 2, I've never broken a bone. And number 3, I've been on 2 cruises. I love traveling.
This sounds like 3 weird flexes.
I know.
You're like, yeah, I crash weddings,
Like
never
a
broke a
humble
bone,
brag.
and like,
Oh
I
my
cruise a
gosh,
lot.
yeah.
Humble brag, no big D.
They're actually all true. I just wanted to.
That's
brag.
right. That's
Tell you
right.
like
Oh,
fun. Yeah.
joke's on you. Audience, can we get a poll? If you think Danielle has crashed a wedding, could you raise your hand? Very low amount of hand. Oh, okay. Okay. Has. You believe she has. You believe that she's never broken a bone? You could raise your hands. And you believe that she has gone on 2 cruises. Well, no. We're trying to identify which one you think is the lie. If you think it's a lie, if you think number 1's a lie, raise your hand. Number 2, broken bones. Okay. Number 3, cruise. Okay. All right. We don't even have a highlight. Danny, can we learn which was the lie?
I have never been on a cruise ever in my life.
Oh, shout out one time to the hands. We saw them.
I'm actually surprised.
You know why I thought that was a lie, actually?
What?
Because people who do 2 truths and a lie, when they pick their lies, they always put a number. Because they're like, I haven't been on 2 cruises. I've actually been on 3. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
common tactic.
Wow, you're smart.
For a lie. So, anyways, okay, well done. We have a couple more here. Let's go to the
Nice.
next set of 2 truths and a lie. Danny, could you read these out for
I would
us?
love to. Okay. These are all based in high school, my high school time of my life. I was on the bowling team. I never got detention, and I failed my driver's test, which is actually timely because
I
you guys were
know.
just talking about
That's
people
right.
not wanting their.
Hey, he's feeling a little better in the front row over there.
I know.
This feels like 2 lies and a truth. I'm actually not sure. Because I could see a couple of these. Shanequa, what's your immediate thoughts?
That the lie? What the
Yeah,
lie?
which is the lie?
Well, I would say just knowing Danielle, failing her driver's test would be the lie.
You think she's failed her driver's test? Or she's never failed her driver's test?
I feel like she's never failed anything in her life.
Okay. If we can throw those back up real quick, we're going to throw it to the audio again. So let's get a show of hands real quick. Raise your hand if you think number 1 is the lie. Number 2, which was she's never had detention. Or 3, she failed her driver's test. Okay, detention versus driver's test. I don't think Danny's ever gotten detention. So I feel like that's truth. Let's hear the answer. Let's just get right to it.
The lie was that I failed my driver's test.
Really?
Oh, I knew it.
That's
She's
another
too smart.
humble brag, though. Man, Danny out
She
here
is
just humble.
slowly
Okay,
just
I
being-
did, but I will say I did fail my permit test by 1 question, and I came out and I was crying, and my dad laughed at me all the way
Really?
home.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
traumatized, guys.
Man.
It was, but I did pass my driver's test.
Okay.
But I failed
I knew
parallel
it.
parking.
Okay, so
I knew
so
it.
far we know that Danny has never been on a cruise. She failed her permit test, and we're about to learn one more fact about her. Let's throw those up there. We got number 1, and Danny's gonna read it for us.
Okay, I studied abroad in Austria. I've been to 2 weddings in Mexico. There's your number.
Okay. Yeah.
And I went on a mission trip to Peru.
You see how she just tested me right there? Though?
Yeah. She was like, huh.
She's like, well, there's my number. See if
you
that's
thought.
a lie.
She was like, you thought.
See if that's a lie. You know Danny the best, so let's hear it. What do you
Yeah.
think it is?
I'm going to say the lie would be the mission trip to Peru.
The mission trip to Peru.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let me ask you some questions about Peru,
I
Danny.
would
Ooh,
love
wow.
to hear 'em.
What
Do they speak
is-
Spanish?
I have been to Peru.
Ooh.
So what is the country's animal? Like
It's a llama.
Okay. Sure it's not an alpaca?
What's the difference?
I
I'm being
mean,
dumb right here. I actually believe she's been to Peru. So
Really?
After her answering that question. It is a llama. Okay, let's hear it. What was the lie?
the lie was going to Peru.
Guys, I'm such a good
I
friend.
weirdly do have a llama from Peru that my friend brought back.
I thought you asked my wife because of her llama obsession. That
Oh,
started
no.
in Peru.
No.
Literally in Peru, they didn't have lawnmowers on property. They put a stake in the ground and tied llamas to it, and they would just eat in a big circle. So there'd be all these llamas out on the grass.
What?
Yeah, that's how Lauren developed. That's my wife, by the way. That's how she developed like a llama obsession. So we have little stuffed llamas. We have a painting of a llama. It's a whole thing.
You want to know what's so funny? Is I Googled that on my way here because I was like, Tucker's going to ask me a question.
Stop
and
it.
I'm not going to know these.
She knows me well.
Wow.
She knows me well.
We're just all good friends here, guys. Community, fellowship.
Well, we're happy to have Danny here tonight. And we brought you on, like I mentioned before, because you do a lot of stuff in the background that isn't, on the stage, under the lights, anything like that. So if you would briefly just tell us, what do you do around here at Central? What do you do?
What
Danny
do
B?
I do? I'm actually the marketing communications director here at Central. So that's basically anything like social media, emails, text messages, app notifications, the series branding, all the things. Marketing,
Weekend invites.
communications, weekend invites,
Probably helps with merch.
help with merch.
Hope for
right?
kids.
Hope for kids.
Easter is Central.
Yeah.
Christmas is Central.
Yep.
Honestly, she is just the glue.
She's
Central. And she make us look good.
Hi, I'm Danny B, and I'm the glue.
And
Welcome
I'm
to
the
Central.
glue. Yes, that's what she is.
That's amazing. What did you do? So, little known fact that could have been in Two Truths and a Lie, but you did work with my wife prior to working at Central.
I did.
Tell us, what did you do before you came to Central? What's your background? And what made you come to Central in the first place?
What a great question.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
It's a great question.
I actually worked for MGM. That's where I met Lauren. I didn't even meet her at church. I met her at work. And I did essentially the same job, but worked for MGM. And my hotel that I worked on was Aria. It's a fun fact. And then I just started helping out. I've actually been coming to Central since I was 12. I got baptized here. Yeah, that's a long time.
A long time. She's little. Her age is up
I
there.
started helping out with the communications team, and then I just felt God calling me into working full-time ministry.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part of working at Central? Like what's the
Ooh.
My favorite part. Honestly, I feel like
It's like, my team is watching. How can I name just
Obviously.
one?
Yeah.
There's so
Oh my gosh, I
many
just love
things
everything
I love.
about working
No.
here.
my real answer is that what we do actually has a bigger purpose. And at MGM, I liked doing that work, but I just didn't feel like there was any actual benefit to the world by doing that. And so I like that everything we do here is leading people to Jesus and helping them.
Let's
Follow
preach,
him.
Danny B. Come on.
Yes,
That's
sis.
amazing. Before we let you go here, I know Shanequa had a couple questions she wanted to ask you. Maybe in regards to high school, Danielle's athletic ability.
Yeah.
Whatever. Because
Yeah.
there was something in the Two Truths and a Lie you probably didn't pull out, but that was actually a truth.
Yeah, so I would love for you to talk to us a little more about being on a bowling team.
Yeah. Talk to
Like-
us about your bowling career.
I bet your arm was great.
Well, actually, I have a lot of questions now. What was it like being on the bowling team in terms of athletic development, personal training?
Yeah.
Like, what was the extent that you had to physically put yourself through to get ready for game day?
Honestly, zero. I joined the bowling team because
Finger stretches?
Yeah,
Don't
finger
want to
stretches. Yeah, no. Me and two of my best friends decided to join after I stopped playing basketball. My dad was coaching.
Humble brag, she said basketball. She said,
It
"I
wasn't
played
enough of a challenge.
I played basketball.
No, but we just decided to go out for the team, and honestly, would show up, and I was terrible.
So did this bowling team participation come with like wrist brace, bowling bag, purse?
A uniform.
No,
Like,
we
what was
just
the
got
equipment?
a really, really sweet button-up bowling shirt.
Sick.
Oh my gosh, please bring that out.
That I do not have it anymore.
That
I'm
would
so
be like
scared that you-
primo fashion today, though.
That
if
is
you have
true.
like
It
a
honestly would
velvet,
be.
like green and purple
Wow.
beanie across the
Yeah,
back.
I mean, it wasn't that serious.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's cap up the bowling thing. But if someone's watching, maybe you're watching right now, and you're like, my New Year's resolution is my bowling game has always been terrible, and I want to know what is like one or two easy steps. You're gonna have to dig back here to your prime, but dig back and find what is one or two easy steps they can take right now that's gonna
Yeah.
change their bowling game for tomorrow.
Okay. Here's my hot take on bowling. Keep it straight. Find the middle arrow, and your arm goes through the middle arrow, and it'll stay straight, and you will be better.
You'll be better if you just keep it straight.
Keep it straight.
It's like, how do you get better at football? Man, just score a touchdown.
Just score a touchdown.
No, but
Just
you're-
run straight.
Yeah.
It's
Hey, just
all,
like-
no, it's all about the follow through. If
Follow
your
through.
arm goes
Okay.
straight, the ball will go straight.
Is it kind of like basketball but reverse? Like, is there a flick involved?
Flick of the wrist.
Flick of the wrist? Yeah. Okay. Well, good. When did you stop bowling?
Right after that season.
And how old were you?
I was a junior in high school.
So you're like 16, 17? Okay. Well, take that advice with a grain of salt then.
Yeah.
But, it is still good to have a former bowler in our presence.
I know.
We do have some photos. I think a couple photos of Danielle here. I honestly have no idea what these photos are.
Can y'all throw?
There is who's the handsome gentleman accompanied. That looks like a special occasion. Who's the handsome gentleman?
That is my boyfriend Max, and we were he was the best man in his friend's wedding.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Wow. Do you guys talk about weddings?
I'll let you ask him that question.
Hey, can we? Max might be watching right now. If you're in the chat, can you just drop the ring emoji? Ring, 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 ring. Just drop it in the chat right now. Shanequa really went there.
I did. So y'all don't, or you do?
We have, yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, well, you heard it here first. Danny's talking about marriage. Let's go. Give it up for Danny one time. I do think we have another photo. Again, I have no idea what these photos are going to be, or we don't have another photo. But I guess
we could draw something.
we could draw something. Who sent that photo in? Was it Max?
Yeah, her boyfriend did.
Max did try to send a photo in. We're having some
work.
technical difficulties.
But do you like corn on the cob?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it was. I guess there's a photo of you eating corn on the cob.
Literally sent that photo.
Yeah,
you
for
did.
us to put on the World Wide
What
Web.
about how do you help a baby pass gas? Can you show us?
I love inside jokes. I'd love to be a part of one someday.
Just show us how to help a baby pass gas.
No.
Anyways, Danny B, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for everything you do at Central, even though it's not often in front of a camera or on a microphone. You make what we do better. And you brought Max around, who is a joy to hang with. Great dude. But who cares, because you're on the show right now.
No, I think we should just keep talking about Max.
Just keep talking about Max and the corn on the cob photo he sent. So next month, we're going to have Max on the show to talk about his view of their marriage talks.
I know.
Anyways, thank you for being on the show. Let's give it up for Danny B. That's exactly right. Right when we come back, we're going to be talking about another announcement we have. But first, check out this video.
Yes. Ignite Summer Camp.
Ignite is back, boy.
We back.
That's right.
We really doing it, though. June 13th through 17th. Sign up today. Limited spots. Only 280. Last time I checked, we're at like 50, basically. So we're almost there. Doing my math, we're basically there.
Do I get to go?
You got to sign up. What's that?
Do I get to go?
Do you are you leading worship?
I am now.
Whatever it takes. CYC, here we come. No, seriously, best week of the summer is finally back. So sign up today. You can find that link in our bio as well if you go to our link tree on Instagram.
And we're going out of state. Last year,
right.
Ignite was right here.
It's been
at
2
Henderson.
years. It's been 2 years.
It's
Because
been
we
2
didn't get to go
years.
to 2020.
That's right.
We stayed here. Nothing happened. 2021, we're in Vegas. We're finally going back.
Loading up the buses.
Loading up the buses.
Shipping kids out of town.
Here we go.
Mom and Dad, if you for
Giddy
some
up.
reason are watching this
Yeah.
and you want a week free from your children, link in the bio. You already heard it first.
Easy. Just
Get
sign
them
up.
gone. We'll take care of them.
$100
Did Jenny
locks in your
Hogan
spot.
sign her kids up already?
She hasn't.
Jenny Hogan.
Jenny Hogan, you
and
need to
Kyle
get on
Hogan.
that. Call us today. We'll sign up your kids.
Sign them up.
Immediately. I'll sign them up over this stream. As we
right.
speak. I'll take that
Just
call.
send
No,
your
I'm
in.
just
Yeah.
Well, I'll mention very briefly before Trevor launches us into what we're doing next. Like we mentioned before, make sure you subscribe on the YouTube. Hit the little notifications button so you can get a little pop-up that says, hey, CY's live right now. And you can join us every month on there. But also, if you go to the, I think it's in the description.
Yeah.
We do have an Instagram.
We do.
It's at Central Youth Online. We go live on there sometimes, but that's where you're going to find out everything. If we have Ignite announcements, if we say Kanye's posting about CY,
That's where
you
you're gonna
know,
find it.
we do giveaways on there sometimes. Go follow Central Youth Online. That's where you're going to get your most up-to-date information.
Yeah.
But speaking of our Instagram,
Yeah.
we recently threw up a little question thread on our Instagram stories that you guys filled out that we're going to talk
That's
about
right. Last time
now.
we launched a segment called Ask CY. And so we gave you guys the opportunity to ask any question that you want, any question that you may have about, could be about your life, could be about how do I do this, how do I do that, could be about the Bible, could be about your faith, could be about the very first question we got, which is how...
No.
Wait, you don't want to ask that? Because I want to know.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the last Ask CY.
yeah.
The
No,
first
no,
question
yeah.
we ever got was bread.
Bread, yeah, there was
So
that. Yeah.
we're expecting little higher tier questions
Right.
this time around.
Yeah, and the first question we got, you did mention Valentine's Day is coming up. You did mention that.
Next CY at night.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. This first question was, how do I get a girlfriend?
I will preface these and say, like, these answers are not rehearsed. These
At
are
all.
fresh off
Live.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if anybody's feeling keen to lead out on this one.
I think Christian
you know,
should, honestly.
um,
I'm joking.
you know, what was the question? Was it how do I get a boyfriend?
No, how do I get a girlfriend?
How do I get a girlfriend?
How do
Okay.
I get, and I think the big thing that we need to be hitting on is you're not getting something. This isn't possessive.
So true.
This isn't
Ooh,
possessive. You're ultimately
preach.
trying to form a relationship
Yeah.
that is
Wow.
designed for marriage. And so
Pastor.
getting something, what are you really getting out of it?
Yeah.
It's not about getting, it's about giving.
How do
Wow.
I become charismatic?
Right.
Interesting.
Right.
Wow.
Smooth with the words.
Interesting.
These are much deeper questions.
Wow.
Maybe you're watching and you're like 10, 11, 12 years old, in which I would say you don't.
You don't. You just don't.
be patient.
Just
It's-
wait a little
It's
bit.
not your time. But if you're here and
Wait
you're looking
on
for
the Lord.
solid dating advice,
Yeah.
I don't have a lot for you, but I will say, the Tinders, the Bumbles, probably not a great place to start.
You don't wanna
start there.
So if you worked your way
Not for
through the
kids.
age requirements on
Yeah.
that, maybe
I
just
also
delete the
want
app.
to start in the math class. I want to start
Yeah.
there. It's probably not a great candidate. Either way, if you want to know more, here's the thing too. We're actually starting a relationship series. We finished our identity series. So
Little plug.
next weekend,
Little plug.
all across our locations in the Vegas Valley and beyond, we're starting our relationship series all about that. So we're
That's
gonna
right.
we're gonna spend 6 weeks
That's right.
about all these things. So
We're going to go into depth and you will really learn how to get it.
you will really learn.
So whoever asked that question,
Christian.
so whoever asked that question,
I don't
be
know
there.
who asked it.
Be
Yeah,
there.
I don't know who asked it.
We got a next question popping up here,
Yeah.
and this is actually a serious one.
Yeah.
Someone on Instagram asked, "What's your advice for getting out of bad habits?" Great question.
Phenomenal question, actually.
Great question.
Yeah.
Shanequa, kick us off.
Yeah, what you got?
Yeah. What's just off the top? What are you thinking?
Off the top, I would say the main thing, especially for middle school and high school kids, is having like accountability, like in telling people that you have a habit that you would like to kick, so then they can hold you accountable for actually trying to get rid of that habit or slow down on whatever you're struggling with. So like a mentor through Central Youth would be awesome. Friends that are like wise that can help you lead you out of that is a huge thing. That's what's helped me out as an adult is just the accountability part of kicking in habits. So
And I mean, Pastor Jed even talked about literally a weekend or two
Right.
ago about being a product of the people you hang around. He dropped the quote, show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
Right.
So accountability is huge. And then what I'd add to that too, that I've even found in my New Year's resolution, as I probably forget and then rediscover every year.
Right.
But a lot of ways that I'll kick bad habits is by establishing good habits, right? And so like,
you got to replace it with something good. Right.
this is, I mean, kind of shallow, but it's like, right? Like, especially as you get a little older, you're like more and more concerned with what you eat. And so like, extra guilty going through Taco Bell, getting that Crunchwrap Supreme, right?
Yeah.
But I'd be like, oh, I need to eat better. But now that I'm going to the gym regularly, like I do not want to eat poorly.
Right.
And so
See
just
the
even
results
establishing a
instantaneous.
good habit
Yeah.
helped me get rid of some other bad habits.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
so good.
what I'd add
Yeah.
to
Last
that.
thing I'd say is, first off, the fact that you want to change a habit is great. The fact that you're actually desiring to seek that out is huge. So what I would say too is ultimately just asking the question, why?
Yep.
Why do I have this habit in the first place?
Yep.
There's usually something underneath the surface to that. There's usually a deeper desire. It's not the habit itself. Maybe it's a longing for something more. And so just trying to figure those things out. But man, you talk through it, you process through it with a mentor, with wise counsel, with accountability. That's the recipe for success.
Hashtag big facts.
Boom.
Next, we got another question.
Yeah, third question. Third question is this. Another great question. How can I make God a part of my school day? Man.
Great question. I actually want to throw it to
Preach.
the live audience for this. They have had approximately 10 seconds to process
Yeah, to
this.
think about that one.
But for those of you in the live audience, maybe you already have a way that you've made God a part of your school day.
Yeah.
How would you guys answer this question? Maybe how do you do it yourself? Or maybe you want to do it too. And so, what's your thoughts on how you could start making that a part of your school day? Because
Yeah.
unfortunately, I am not in high school anymore. If you
Long
weren't
time ago.
sure.
Yeah.
If you weren't sure, let's throw it to our live audience. What do we got?
So for this question, I would say first off, surrounding yourself with the right people. For me, I live pretty far away, so there's not like that many people to go here that I can surround myself with. But finding like those core people that are really good influences in your life, like Zach. We all know Zach. We love Zach.
Zach's the
Keeping people like that around you, and mainly what always runs through my head is living out my life like how God would live his. Because like in our faith, the number one thing is to bring others to faith, and the number one way to do that is to lead through your actions. So leading through how you talk, stuff you do, and just doing stuff like that. For me, I feel like just it helps bring others, but it also just keeps me on a good path naturally.
Yeah, that's cool.
So good.
I love the ability too that you're talking about, President. I would love to hear from another student, but just talking about the idea of influence, that we all carry that influence, and we understand that our actions have impact on not just us but other people too, and all of us should be pointing to Christ is a huge thing. So I love that. But yeah,
This thing. Did I see another hand, or are we moving on? Anybody else? Well, yeah.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Kurz, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like such a simple way to do it is like prayer or just talking to God, like before you go to school, like
Yeah.
at lunch, if you're dealing with something like difficult, just stopping and like talking to him or praying, just really about anything is such like an easy way to like integrate that into your life.
100%. Love
great.
that.
It's great,
That's
yeah.
really good.
Love hearing from you.
And what I was going to say to that was just like, I think it's true for school days. Maybe you're looking, whoever asked this question, maybe you're looking for like a really practical way. And I think that's a great example, like prayer. When I started going to my high school, there wasn't really a Christian club. So I was a part of like starting one because I was like, I want one here. And so maybe there's not something like that at your school, but you could be a part of, making something like that happen. Because there's probably going to be other kids like you, like, man, how do I do this?
Yeah.
There's nothing in my school. You could do that. And then I would just say, yeah, like we were talking about a second ago, like a lot of it's discipline too. It's like, do you have disciplines on your Saturday and Sunday? Because if you can't work it into that,
Right.
you ain't going to be working it into your Monday to
and
Friday.
Friday.
You know what I mean? So
Absolutely,
it's, if you got to get up a little earlier, you got to, maybe during a break, you're used to just sitting on your phone or like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say reading a book. Reading a book's good. You probably have to read a book.
Read more books.
You know what I mean? But like maybe you have a hobby that you choose to do, and instead that becomes like your Devo time, your prayer time. You get together with some friends or whatever. So I think there's a lot of ways.
So many ways, yeah. It's ultimately just choosing one thing, choose one step each day.
That's
and
right.
then you'll slowly see that really ball into something more, and you'll start to crave it more too,
Yep.
which is a huge thing. But yeah,
We have another question here, and I'll preface this one. I want to hear from Shanequa first because Trevor and I already had a little car
convo,
ride
yeah,
conversation
yeah,
about this.
yeah.
This question is actually courtesy of my mom, Kim Fleischman, following Central Youth Online. Shout out Kim Fleischman.
Mama Kim.
Watching. But we can throw this question up here. It's question number 4, and that question is, did Adam have a belly button? Referring to Adam and Eve. And I want to hear from Shanequa first, because this is a really good thought exercise.
This is
Shanequa.
It messes with me.
Did Adam have a belly button?
Is this like?
This is a real question.
Okay, I'm gonna say no.
You know.
You know. Okay.
Yeah.
Why no?
Any elaboration there?
I think in Genesis 1:1.
In the beginning.
If you're about to drop a belly button verse,
It's like, you got me beat.
I would say no.
no,
Yes,
he
you-
didn't have a belly button.
You already
No.
established
Okay.
that part. Yeah.
Does anybody before we talk this out here? Anybody have any theories on this? Because
Adam, belly button, Adam.
right? Because everyone except Adam and Eve
Yeah.
have had a belly button. Well, I shouldn't say except because we don't know.
We don't know.
Definitely everybody except Adam and Eve
I
had a
have a
belly
belly
button
button.
because they were born and they needed a belly button to be fed when they were in the womb.
Bro, that stuff
Right?
creeps me out.
Because of an umbilical cord. Adam and Eve didn't have an umbilical cord.
They didn't.
So
You're right. I was
what-
gonna say that too.
That's what we're wondering. What's your thoughts? You're a little.
Maddie-
What's going through your brain right now?
It's like so weird to just not have a belly button.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he
Like,
didn't.
What happens to
I
the
feel
middle
like-
of your stomach?
I feel like God would just like give it to
So
them.
he just gave him a belly button. Okay, well that's
no. I'm telling you, like that,
Yeah.
like his like perfect creation of them. I feel like.
So
it
what
was
you're
a
saying
belly
is, if you
button.
don't have a belly button, you're an imperfect
No,
creation.
no.
Well, we are part of the
Wait,
Oh,
no.
hey, if you're
Wait,
watching,
no,
if you're watching and you don't have a belly button for
We're not
whatever reason, I just
discriminating
want to
against
apologize
you.
right now.
I'm sorry on behalf
No
of many
discrimination.
parents.
Yeah, hey, we don't want to go there, but okay. But you believe he has one? He had one.
Well, okay. Here's my thought.
Okay.
On this. Because
I
I
love
was,
your thoughts.
this was wrecking my mind, and I thought like, well, humans should have belly buttons, but that's all I know.
For sure.
All I know is that.
All
But
you
there
know.
could very well, like, if Adam doesn't know, he's like, bro, I'm pretty cool right now, not having a belly button.
Like,
I don't know.
what's my wisdom
I don't
teeth
know.
for?
I don't know.
Nothing anymore. Maybe somebody else used to
Yeah.
like get some use out of them, but
Right.
we all
But
get
we
them
don't.
taken out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would. It's a really hard thought.
It's a
I-
really-
It
you have
is,
any
but I'm
further
going to
there?
say no.
No. Okay.
I feel like your
Yeah.
family has a stance. That's why your mom asked it. Your whole family's like, yeah, we're pro Adam.
They're pro belly button.
Pro belly button.
Adam belly button.
Pro
belly
Adam.
buttoned Adam.
I don't know. The
Belly
longer I
button
think about it,
Adam.
the more it hurts my brain.
It does. Yeah, it's
Um,
actually, it's a hard one. Okay.
Yeah,
Enough of
we
that.
probably shouldn't
Think
dwell on
about
this
that a little
anymore.
more.
Yeah, but yeah, as you're trying to fall asleep tonight and you can't, just remember.
When you're in the shower and you're like,
did Adam have a belly
I
button?
wonder. Yeah.
Right? Eve was made from the side of Adam. Did she have a belly button? Because
Nah,
you
she
ain't need
didn't.
no belly button for a side.
Nah.
You know
They
what I
didn't
mean?
pull on a.
Think about it.
They didn't do that.
They
They didn't
didn't.
carve a belly button on
Oof.
Eve.
Well, that feels weird.
We're asking the real theology questions here at SC
Not
White
anything
Night.
else, no.
We got one more
Okay.
question here.
It could just be smooth.
How do I make friends with Christ-like people? How do I make friends with Christ? That's good.
You're naturally.
I've been wondering the same thing.
Go ahead, share what's on
Trevor
your heart,
just made
Trev.
a very big statement about
I'm
all of
just
his
kidding.
friends.
I'm just kidding. I have great friends. I have great community.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
I think this would be a good one to start with our audience again, too. What's your thoughts? How do I make Christ-like friends?
Yeah, Marcy. Calling you out. Sorry.
I think going to church is a really great step. Not everyone has been or like committed their lives to Jesus before, but I'm sure that there's a lot of people you could actually find. But taking the first step and actually reaching out and realizing that this is a great place to meet great people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
For
Amen.
sure. Love it. Anybody else?
Oh, Nate.
Confidence.
Oh,
Yes.
You know,
Great.
His arm was spring-loaded. He was like...
a great way to make Christ-like friends would be to come to CY Nights in 22. That's right.
Hey, my man wants to be a host right here. Sign him up.
Yes.
Get Nate in here.
One more. Who we got? One more. How do you make Christ-like friends?
Christ-like friends. Come on, Maddie. There it is.
There it is.
Maddie's goaded.
Sound effects provided by Tucker Fleischman.
Okay, almost there.
Okay, here we got our last one here.
I
Here
feel
we
like
go,
with
Maddie.
like Christ-centered people that like you talk to, like they're some of the easiest people that you can come up to just like ask questions and they'll probably give you answers. Like honestly, just having an open conversation with them, like they'll become one of like your best friends just by speaking to them.
Yeah, that's real good. That's
do we
real
got,
good.
Trev?
Yeah. I think ultimately, when we have, I mean, like we're talking about this whole thing about community and how important these things are, the best place to find them is where they're all at in the church. You know what I mean? And we have to start asking, like, man, if I am looking at maybe my sports team in my school, I maybe not want to start there, but truly there's a community of people in the church that are going through similar experiences, going through similar hardships, and all are actually seeking the same thing. But what often happens is like, we think we're too cool. You know what I mean? We think we're like, oh man, I don't want to go up and talk to them. But by being vulnerable, by being real and making that first move, all of a sudden it's like a ripple effect. That whole community blossoms. And then you can go to your sports team. Then you can go to your school and start being that light of the world, salt of the earth kind of life. So
Shanequa, some closing thoughts. What do you think?
About Christ-like friends?
Yeah, making Christ-like friends.
You got some.
Yeah, I do. I have a great community of Christ-like friends. But I would say God would naturally bring those people around you.
Yeah.
And you naturally would draw Christ-like people around you because they just see something in you. It's like that connection.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not surrounded by Christ-like friends, God usually will start shifting that. As you draw closer to him, it will naturally happen to where he will start bringing people who are similar to you with that drive to get to know him more.
Yeah.
It just happens naturally. Usually it will take a while. And that's just you connecting with God. But if that's what you're struggling with, is having people Christ-like around you, just continue to focus on God. He will naturally bring that to you and start shifting your group of friends, you know, especially people who are not close to him. He usually will like shift that. So just focus on him, and people will be drawn to you just by how you carry yourself.
Something's different about you.
Yeah.
Amen.
So.
Amen.
I agree with everything that's been said. And I think the only thing I'd add is I think it's two-part. I definitely think one of it's right. It's, are you actively and consistently in church? Because if you didn't know, 52 weeks a year, there's a building probably near you where a bunch of Christ-like people are probably meeting. So that's a great place to start. But everything else that's been said, I totally agree with. But the other side, I would say, right, is that as you find Christ-like friends, as you become more Christ-like, ultimately, this isn't, a little holy huddle, as, we say, right?
Yeah,
man, I just want to be, because ultimately our goal is to be out in the world, right? In it, but not of it.
28,
And so there's going to be people going through something hard who need a better group of friends, and you're going to be the Christ-like friend that they're looking for.
Right.
And so, having friends who are outside of the church, who aren't believers, it's always going to be a part of life, and it's what we should do, right? Like we want to be Christ to others, and so show kind of share that, show them the light, show them what we love. And so but I think all that's good. I just think it's good. Keep that balance in mind, because as soon as like you'll start to ask the question, like, what's my impact been? Like, what friend have I brought to church recently, or have I shared my faith recently? And you start to ask these questions, and if time starts to go by and you're like, man, I got my little huddle and it's us and nothing else, it's like, that may be the time to start asking the opposite question, which is, man, how do I get out into the world and start sharing Jesus, start bringing friends into that?
Which is all that we've been talking about with 222 CY nights.
That's right.
Wow.
But transition.
That's right. But in all seriousness, I mean, we literally had invite kits that went out across all locations last weekend. And our goal is really for you guys to go out to identify those kinds of people over the next 5 days. See, we got 5 more days until CY nights. We're almost at midnight.
And that's a great place to end. We've talked about a lot tonight. One more shout out to our live audience over there.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for being here. We're going to be back right here a month from now with a Valentine's Day edition, CY at Night. So subscribe.
I can't wait.
Hit the notification button. And join us for CY Nights in 5 days, because we're almost to midnight.
We're almost to midnight.
You can watch us online, or you can go to the link in our Instagram bio. You'll get the address. There are invitation
There's everything.
resources on there. There's
Promo vid,
information
there's
about
all
what
of it.
you're going to win, all that stuff. No excuse not to be there or bring 2 friends with you.
Just do it. And then after CY nights, you know what you're going to show up to?
Derek
Carr, DC Raiders quarterback, February 26th.
That's right. We love you, Central Youth. We will see you a month from now right back. But before that, we'll see you next Wednesday on 2222. We will see you next time.
Love you guys. Peace.